Welcome to another Choose a Career episode. Today I'm here with Joel from the Lander Center, and we're going to talk about the entertainment industry. Now, tell us a little bit about running a venue and the day-to-day operations at a venue.
Well, it's never the same. Every day is always different. So we run several venues at Lander Center. So we have a convention center, we have an arena, we run the Mid-South Fair, and we run the Bank Plus Amphitheater in South Haven. So wide variety of different things that we do. It's always different clientele, different guests coming in, different needs, and lots of different departments have effects on how that works, from food and beverage, operations, setting it up, cleaning it up, our cleaning department, parking, getting them in and out, ticketing, getting their tickets if it's an arena event, and our event managers and support staff, getting it all set up and lined up and everybody pointed in the right direction and make sure we're a safe and friendly environment for people to come into.
Right, and there's a million little corridors at these venues that people don't see that y'all have to manage as well. Everything from backstage locker rooms to even the VIP rooms and venues,
Yep,
which
absolutely.
you have to serve those rooms as well.
Yeah, so depending on the event, if it's just basketball, it's locker rooms and downstairs. If it's a concert, it's the entire artist team coming in, the support staff, the people putting not putting the stage up, but putting the stuff on the stage.
Right.
And then us managing if there's a VIP. If you came to see Jason Aldean and wanted to buy a VIP package, and we have to provide a room and catering and people to get all that set up, and for you to have a good time and do that, and then going into the actual concert of serving the guests at you in your seat, and food and beverage, and anything else that you may want to do while you're there. Merchandise and all that stuff.
Now let me ask you, the city of South Haven, do y'all technically work for the city? How does that work?
So we are Convention and Visitors Bureau employees. So part of what we are is the DeSoto County Convention and Visitors Bureau. And that has two departments, Lander Center and our tourism department. So we also promote tourism for the entire county, meaning that if you go to DeSoto County Tourism, you'll see us promoting events all over the county. Cedar Hill Farm, Snowden Grove, Salo Square over in Olive Branch, the stuff, anything in Hernando, lighting, Christmas stuff, Halloween stuff, any event that you have. If you have an event here at the high school, you can submit it to tourism and we would promote it that way.
So y'all have a board of operation that kind of oversees all of this?
So we have 27 full-time employees that work for us, and then we are overseen by a board of directors.
Okay. Awesome. Now, this isn't the case for all venues, but y'all also dabble in promotion for these venues as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, so every venue does in some way or form. So we partner with a Live Nation to bring stuff in. We partner with an AEG, national promoters. We have a number of good local promoters here that do bring stuff in. We have our 20 years worth of Blues Fest, right? So that's an annual event that we partner with a local promoter. We partner with the Southern Heritage Classic. Fred Jones, who's been a promoter for 40 years. He does the Southern Heritage Classic, brings a concert in to support the tourism that's coming into Memphis. And then by In Touch, we're promoting tourism and bringing them to DeSoto County on the same weekend.
Right. Now, this is a question that I just wanted to ask you. Convention Center is being redone. What can you tell us about all of that? And I know it's been a long process, and the timeline got pushed really years beyond what y'all expected.
Absolutely.
For just a number of reasons. But I'm curious what that is going to look like in the future.
So, little history. I've been there 17 years. We started, Todd Master, our executive director, and I started looking at expanding this with our board in probably 2013. Started doing stuff long-term goals and stuff like that. Right before COVID was in earnest when it took off, and then got shut down immediately. So we are already broken ground. Trees are getting knocked down today. Fencing, if you come by the Lander Center, you'll see fencing up, coordinating off all of the areas that are going to get touched.
And where in relation to the building is that?
So it is on the north side of the building where the trees are. When you come off the interstate at Pepper Chase and Venture,
right,
is a corner there. There's a wooded lot that we own that's part of the building that kind of separates each side.
So behind the Performing Arts Center.
Yes. So the Performing Arts Center will get torn down probably tomorrow. Starting torn down tomorrow. And it will get rebuilt as part of this new facility. So we're adding on about 175,000 square feet of space.
Whoa.
That's support space, pre-function space. It'll be tied in with the arena, seamless. About 85,000 square feet of solid event space. So uncolumned, 85,000 square feet of event space.
Will this be bigger than the current convention hall?
Yes, current convention hall is 17,000 square feet. So we're jumping up in size quite a bit.
Okay. So it'll just give you the flexibility to have a smaller space and then a larger space if needed.
It'll help us really pull events that are going into Memphis and other places, or just pull events that aren't coming to the area because the Renaissance Convention Center is full, and we always have clients wanting more and more space. We are booked every weekend through the end of next year. Like, we book almost a year out at this point, and it's been that way for quite some time. So we have a lack of space, and then it's allowing us to do a little flexibility with the arena too, as it ties in together and have some more pre-function space on both sides. And then along with that, a private developer is bringing in an Embassy Suites hotel that we've also partnered with. So you'll have a 250-ish room Embassy Suites hotel that will be built on property to support conventions and trade shows and things that we bring in.
And having the hotel's valuable because a lot of people are looking for the hotel to be hooked to the convention
100%. It will allow us to do more things than we are because we don't have a hotel of any size within a mile of us. Cheerleading competitions, trade shows, anything you can think of, even our normal concerts, it'll help. Instead of them getting a hotel room 2 miles away, they'll be right on site. So it'll be much more convenient for everybody, and it will looking to bring about a $50 to $60 million economic impact to the county, in addition to what we already provide.
Okay, explain to me some of the jobs. You drifted out of camera just a little bit.
Sorry.
Explain to me some of the jobs that y'all have available to students, kind of the age range. I know obviously you've got food, beverage, things that people probably don't realize, janitorial, setting up for all of these shows. None of these tour packages come in with all of these hands. They have a few people who are going to essentially get off the trucks and manage the craziness that happens getting the trucks unloaded and set up. Y'all provide all of those people to those tours as well.
Yeah, so our largest departments are food and beverage with what we do. So we hire at age 16, and I would say that 50 to 70% of our food and beverage departments under the age 18. They're high school students working in DeSoto County, working in the surrounding areas. Then we have our operations department, which does set up for the stage, set up the chairs, basketball court, etc. And again, I would say a good portion of the kids are 16 to 20 years old. It's a young man's game, trying to lift and do stuff. I have supervisors that have been there longer than we have, 20 plus years. So it's a fun place to work. I'd say the average, our full-time staff has been there probably average of 10 years apiece. So we try to make a good working environment. We have cleaning. It's not as big, but always hiring there. Guest services and ushers tend to be more of my retirees and stuff like that, but I do have younger people. It's available. It just happens that most people want to do it as a retire age, and then the younger people work out of sight mostly for what it is. But we're always hiring in every single department. We currently have about 450 part-time employees. And that's a revolving door, to be honest with you, with every department and everything it is. It's part-time work. Pay starts at $15 an hour and goes up to $20 an hour, depending on what you're doing, how long you've been there, and if you can move into a supervisory role. I have 18-year-old supervisors in the kitchen and in our operations department that have shown promise and want to do it, want to stay around, and obviously if they found something better, we're happy for it too. We like to promote from within and train as much as we can to get people a head start, and give them a good outlook on their life and career, whatever we can do to support it.
Perks of the job, obviously you get a wide set of skills working in an arena with all the different departments you have. It's not a boring job. You're not sitting in a cubicle.
Correct.
And while you can't sit there and watch the shows while you're on the clock, you're in the arena and you're hearing everything that's going on.
Anytime you're in the arena, you can hear it, even if you're not in the actual bowl of the arena. If you're in the concourse, you're hearing it. And there are times you get to stop and see, and you get to see basketball. John Morant comes to a lot of hustle games, right? You got Jaren Jackson down there, so you get to see people. Can't ask for autographs.
Sure.
If they stop you, it's different, but it's fun. It's exciting. It's not your normal job where you're, a cashier at a restaurant or a waiter and dealing with it. While you have a job, it's changing, and what you're doing is changing every day, and the needs of the clients change, so that changes how we have to provide it for them.
Right. Well, thank you so much for talking to us today. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here.